lesson learned.
The Silver Dasher.
Morning. It's Monday. I'm in my car. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Mine was a little busy. But anyhow, it's a new week. I think it may be Columbus Day. So the banks are closed. So dashing on this Monday is going to be very interesting. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start that. All right, let's see if the question comes up if I have a bag. Ooh, verify your identity. All right, continue. This is new. This is new. I'm going to take my hat off. Processing selfie. This is interesting. Failed the first time. Your identity was successfully verified. Start your dash. Now it's asking me, do I have a bag? Yes, I do. For the 6th time. Wow. That was interesting. All right. Shall we get going? So, this is going to be something new. That was definitely new. Let's see if my streak of getting a Chick-fil-A order first happens. But like I said, I'll take any order. So, anyway, on the way to my base station. So, we'll see in a little bit. Well, this is not a good sign. I am parked in my secondary location next to Jack's. Hopefully, get a breakfast crowd. Jack's is right there and McDonald's is right over there. But there's hardly any traffic in the road. There's not a long line at Starbucks. There's not a long line at Jack's. Probably not a long line at McDonald's. So, and it's already been at least 10-15 minutes since I started the dash. Usually I get an order by now. But I haven't got anything yet. So, this may be a problem for this morning. Well, maybe the lunch would be better. People are home, they don't want to cook, and they just, order a DoorDash for lunch. But, if you have a day off, and you usually get up at 4 or 5 to get to work, and you're off work, I think I'll be sleeping in to, and not go pick up breakfast or order DoorDash breakfast. So, well, I just gotta hang around and see what happens. So, as soon as I get an order, I'll let y'all know. So, in the meantime, see you in a little bit. Well, after waiting for 1 hour, I got my first order. And it's a order from Starbucks, and it's to the emergency room at the hospital for the nurses there. And I've done this many times before. In fact, I just told them that I'm on my way, and I got a message from them that said, "Thank you very much. Monday is Mondaying." How true that is, especially on this Monday. So anyway, I'm heading to the hospital, and I'll see you in a little bit. Well, I just drop off that Starbucks order to the local emergency room of hospital here. Almost made a mistake. Since I live close to it, my brain shut off, and I was acting like I was driving home. I actually missed the turn. Had to make a quick turnaround. I said, "Oh crap!" Oh man, I'm tired. Yeah, things. Now I talked to the Starbucks employee. I asked her if things slow. She said, "No, things are picking." It was before I got there. Before I started mine, it was very busy, and she said now it's busy again. So yeah, but it's hot and cold. But there's no hardly any traffic out there. So like I said, it's been an hour since I picked up. I took an hour to get this order. So anyway, heading back to base. Hopefully I don't have to wait another hour. Hopefully I get another order real soon. So anyway, we'll see you in a little bit. Well, surprise, surprise, surprise. Just as I got off, signing off on that last clip, I picked up an order from Burger King. It's $7, but it's a little bit long. It's 13 miles. But you know, the way this day is looking, and after waiting an hour, I'm taking everything that I can get. So yeah, it's going to be one of those days, I figured. But hey, like I said, beggars cannot be choosers. So anyway, on to Burger King. See you in a little bit. It's a little slow today.
I'm sorry?
I said it's been a little slow today.
Yeah. Hope it goes by fast.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
See your driver's license,
Sure.
please.
Drive west on Taylor's Farm Drive, then turn.
Thank you. All right, I'll be back with you shortly.
All right, thank you. Oh well. You know, when you're DoorDash, you just you're kind of focused
Probably
on.
pay more focus
Right.
on the road than DoorDash.
Right.
That would probably be better.
All right.
And
So
for
what?
everybody else involved,
So what's the ticket amount?
you'd have to just call there and she'll let you know.
Which number?
That number there.
That number right there.
Yes, sir.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Please be careful.
Mm-hmm. Well, lesson learned. Well, just drop off that order and now I gotta pay for a ticket. Yeah, that's the first time I got pulled over in 15 years. It's been a while, been a long time. No, it's probably longer than that. So, but you're never too old to learn. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see what the speed limit was through that area, so I was just going with the flow. So anyway, well, I'm out here in the other town. Hopefully, if my luck, changes for the better, hopefully I get an order out here. So anyway, see you in a little bit. Well, I just got back into town after that painful experience, but lesson learned, you're never too old. That's a painful experience, getting pulled over, but totally my fault. You gotta respect the rules. To be honest, I didn't realize what the speed limit was, but it's not, I should have been paying more attention. But I did pick up an order. I picked an order at Jack's, so that's where I'm at now. So about to head inside and pick up that order. So See you in a little bit. Well, I just picked up that Jack's order. It's not too far away. Yeah, this is gonna be a painful day. I got when I in the dash, I gotta call the number and see how much that ticket is. I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty high. That's painful, but try to learn my lesson from that. If you're a DoorDasher or a delivery person, have you ever been pulled over? Like I said, this is the first time for me in like, gosh, I think it's been 20 years. I thought it's been a very long time since I got pulled over. So anyhow, but that previous order, the Burger King order, I think I'm going to post it in the video, is that the employee, the Burger King employee, that the young lady, I pointed to the camera. I told her, "Smile, you're on camera," and she smiled. The reason I did that is that she is the one. If you remember, I'll see if I can try and find put a link to this video. But she's the one about a week ago, or even earlier than that, that wished me a good day, and hopefully I'll get more orders and more Burger King. And sure enough, that morning, or that dash, I wind up, I think I did like 7 deliveries, but 4 of those were for Burger King. So she's kind of my good luck charm when she said that. So anyway, so I'm off to deliver the customer. Very slow. 30 minutes left in the dash, and I've only done 3 orders. So yeah, this is gonna be, and then plus, I got pulled over. Like I said, totally my fault. But hopefully this afternoon will be a whole lot better than it is right now. So anyway, see you in a little bit. Oh, that was lucky. Just as I dropped off that order, got an order for McDonald's. So that's where I'm heading. I think it's good pay, but it's a little long also. But I think the mileage is under the dollar amount. But with such a crazy day I got today, I'll take anything, and I got, a little less than 30 minutes left on the dash. So this might be my last dash for this morning. So we'll see. So anyway, head on to McDonald's. See you in a little bit.
Yeah, and then I came over here.
We both have.
Well, I just picked up that McDonald's order, and I noticed the customer has a very long, detailed instructions about how to get to their place and all that. And then last thing on her instructions, the dog is friendly. We'll see. Boy, what a crazy day. What a crazy day. So, on to the customer. See you in a little bit. Pretty flowers. I just dropped off that McDonald's order, and it happens to be in the same neighborhood as that order I took. It was also a McDonald's order that I took to the place that had to leave the food on the table by the fins and had the 2 cute puppies. I mean, that house a little bit further down from this one, so. But did not meet the friendly dog. But I think you probably heard him out there in the back. I saw him, but he was chasing another dog. But did not get to meet him. So anyway, I've got exactly 6 minutes left in my dash. I'm a little bit further out from the zone or from where the restaurant's. So maybe I get lucky, and as I get closer, they'll give me a last second order. But if not, then I'll be heading home and give you a summary of this. Uh-oh! Well, look at there. Take a screenshot. I'm going to Wendy's. It's for $8 for 10 miles, but hey, the way this day is going, take anything I can get. So anyway, got lucky. So instead of heading home, I'm going to Wendy's. See you in a little bit. Looks like I'm not the only DoorDasher to deliver. Well, I thought that was my last dash, but it's not. I think what has happened, that DoorDash magically added an extra 30 minutes to my dash time. I don't know how that works. It's because I scheduled it. So now I'm going to further out to pick up a Jack's order. But the Jack's in the next town. I've been there a couple times before. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna go to the interstate. Where I just delivered it's right next to the bridge that just got finished being repaired, and I'm also right next to the old bridge that they use as a one-way during the detour. So thought I was going home. But, you know, I'm trying not to ruin my acceptance, because if I decline that, my acceptance go back down a percentage, and it takes like 4 or 5 orders to bring it back up again. So I don't want to go through that again. So anyway, here I go to Jack's in the next town. So see you in a little bit. Nice car. Hi. Well, that was interesting. I picked up that Jack's order and I went right back to the same apartment complex I just left before. In fact, the apartment I delivered to, this order I was delivered to the leasing office, which is right next door to the apartment I just delivered before. So anyway, now the DoorDash app has finally ended my dash. So I'm going to head home. I'm a little bit behind. I'll be starting my lunch dash here soon. So hopefully I have enough time to get back home. I got to gas up and quickly eat a quick lunch. Yeah, last night I made a crock pot chili that I saw a recipe on Facebook. If I can, I'll put a link to that recipe here or in the description, because it wound up really good. It required Rotel tomatoes. I got the mild because my wife says even the mild is too spicy for her, and she was kind of leery about it. But I fixed it last night in the crock pot, let it cook for 6 hours, and it turned out really well. It turned out really well, especially now that the weather is getting colder. For example, right now, it's almost 10 o'clock and it's only 67 degrees. We're going to hit the highs in the 80s, but this morning, you know, I can tell when you wake up in the morning, we don't have the heat on yet, and it's you know, a little bit nipply, as my wife would say, in the morning. So anyway, heading back to base, get gas and get something to eat, and I'll see you in a little bit. All right, bye. Well, I finally made it back home after that last minute dash and having to get gas, and I have enough time to quickly eat something and get right back on the road for the lunch dash. But for the breakfast, boy, it started off bad. Not counting the pullover in the ticket, which I don't know the price yet. And it's gonna be expensive, I bet. But that last minute dash that I did put me at $45.81 for a total 6 deliveries and dash time of 3 hours and 15 minutes. So better than average. And so that's because I picked up 2 extra orders at the last minute. So anyway, going inside, get something to eat, and come right back to it. So see you in a little bit. Welcome back. It's now 10:54, getting ready to start my dash. Hopefully I don't get pulled over again. Man, what a crazy morning. So anyway, let's go ahead and start the dash. I wonder if I have to go through the verification process again. Nope, don't have to, and I didn't get asked if I have a bag. So anyway, so let's get this dash started. I'm going to head over to my normal parking station and wait for an order. So see you in a little bit. Well, it's been 20 minutes since I started the dash and finally got an order, but it's not a food order, it's a liquor order. I have a sneaky suspicion it's to the same customer I've delivered at least 3 times before. So if it is, it's a little early. You know, it's being on Monday. So I usually order stuff for the weekend. So it doesn't matter. Picking up the order, it's, you know, not much pay, a little bit longer distance, but beggars can't be choosers. What a crazy day. All right, on to pick up the order. See you in a little bit. Well, I just picked up the liquor order, and it's not to the same customer I usually deliver to. It's to a totally different one. So this is going to be a unique experience. So anyway, I'm on my way to the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that liquor order. You know, went through the scenario, had to scan the driver license and verified it's him. Actually, it was an out-of-state driver license, but he's originally from here, so he's came back home. He told me he's a lineman. You know, worked on he works on the electrical lines. Told him one of my high school buddies works in Virginia online. So anyway, very nice gentleman. So on my way back to the station. So hopefully I get to pick up an order here real soon. So in the meantime, see you in a little bit. Well, I almost made it back to base and then just now picked up an order for Burger King. Yeah, I made a slight modification to my phone. I enabled the speech recognition thing because, especially if I get an order while I'm driving, I like to take a snapshot of the order. I use it to help, from my YouTube videos, but also that's somewhat proof of what order if I can look up. But you probably heard on one of my clips there, as I'm driving, I tell it to take a screenshot, and it takes a screenshot, and so that frees them. Yep, I just took there. It just did it. So I can concentrate, accepting the order without having to impair my driving. So anyway, on to Burger King, and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, thank you.
Drive north. Then turn.
Well, I just dropped off that Burger King order, and the order dropped me off at an apartment complex. In fact, I think this is the same apartment number that I delivered before, and the reason I asked is because I remember some of the furniture that's outside is on the top floor. But now, I'm looking for my next order. Good thing is, this order has dropped me off at the north end of the gauntlet. So that's where I'm heading, and I'm going to work my way back. See, hopefully I pick up an order on the way. So, wish me luck. See you in a little bit. Wow, my gamble paid off. As I was going through the gauntlet, I picked up an order from Milo's Burgers. So, that's where I'm heading. So, see you in a little bit. Thank you. Well, I just dropped off that Milo's order, and I dropped it off to another barn. According to instructions, and sure enough, it's a red and white barn-looking structure right next to the house. What it looks like to me is this was a real barn with the property, and they renovated that barn to be an apartment because they expanded out the parking deck, kind of like by the house, and they kind of expanded the driveway. And looks like to me it's I think maybe two apartments, one below, one above. So that's unique. So my second barn house that I've delivered to. So, well, this still brought me back up to the north end of the gauntlet. So I picked up an order back then. So hopefully I pick up another one. So through the gauntlet we go. See you in a little bit. Well, running the gauntlet paid off again.
800 feet. Bear right onto Cogswell.
I am heading towards, picked up an order for a Mexican restaurant, but it's not the one I usually pick up from, or the taco place. It's downtown. So, I've been there before. That family owns a couple restaurants with the same name, and they're decent. They're really good. So, but they got the market here, you know, because I think they're the only really restaurant in downtown. So, anyway, that's where I'm heading. So, we'll see you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped that food off at the hospital, not the emergency room, but on the other side of the building, the nurse's desk at the second floor. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, folks. I don't like the hospitals. It's not the hospital being the problem. It's that just as I walk through the halls, I see the patients in there. It totally reminds me of my parents. If you don't know, my dad died in the hospital after back surgery. So he didn't die from the surgery. He died of something else. You know, he had a heart attack. And then my mom had to have her gallbladder removed. That was successful, but unfortunately she caught COVID in the hospital, and she never made it home. So seeing all the elderly folk in the hospital rooms and all that just brings back bad memories. So I'm sure I'm not the only one that has been through that before. Went through same thing with my father-in-law. So anyway, since I live near the hospital and I've already drunk one Gatorade, I got one more, but I think I need to pick up a spare. Plus, I need to do a little pit stop. So quick walk in, pet the kitties, do the pit stop, and come on back. Oh, we got Mr. Lizard there. I don't know, you know, but our house is in the middle of the woods, and it's lizard central. So, anyway, be right back. Well, I'm back. Didn't take long. Got me another Gatorade, different flavor. Whew. Man, what a day, what a day. The problem is, even though it's getting cooler outside right now, it's 80 degrees in the problem. But the problem is there's no cloud in the sky, and I'm in the car, and the sun just beats down on you the entire time. So other than me delivering the food and picking up the food, I'm always in the car, and it just beats the hell out of you. I try if I'm parking somewhere and wait, I try to find a shady spot, but those are hard to come by. So anyway, heading back to my parking station. I think I'm gonna go over to the Jack's one. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, anyway, here I go. See you in a little bit. Well, that was quick. About 10 seconds after I signed off on the last clip, picked up Jersey Mike's. So that's where I'm heading, and we'll see you in a little bit. right, thank you. Thanks. This is a beautiful house. This reminds me of the Beverly Hillbillies house. I mean, it looks, wow. I drove through a main gate. It looked exactly like the Beverly Hillbillies. That's something you don't see every day. I'm not the only ones. I just dropped off that Jersey Mike's, and oh my God, this is the nicest neighborhood I've seen yet. It's on the peninsula that goes into the river system or lake system, and the house I went to is at the most end point of that peninsula. I mean, these got to be at least $4 or $5 million houses out here. In fact, the lady I delivered to is I believe she's a housekeeper. And I thought it was hers. And I says, "It's a beautiful house." He says, "Unfortunately, it's not mine." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." So I'm just here helping out. And I said, "Well, I'm looking at this. You know, if you're old enough like me to remember the show The Beverly Hillbillies, the mansion they lived in, that's what it looked like. Gate, front gate, everything, the whole thing. Wow." I took a couple pictures. I'll see if I can post them in the video. I don't want anybody to know where this is at and all that. But this is the nicest neighborhood I've been to ever, and all the houses over here are all on waterfront. So, I made a wrong turn. I gotta go back. All right. I'm in a cul-de-sac. I made the wrong turn somewhere. Yeah, I went down too far, but yeah, it's just nice house everywhere, and practically every one of them are waterfront. So anyhow, yeah, I should have turned here and stuff. I came straight. But this has brought me up. I'll be coming into the north side of the gauntlet, and hopefully I'll pick up another order as I go through. So anyway, see you in a little bit. Well, now another successful chance running through the gauntlet. I just picked up an order for the Great Wall Chinese restaurant. So hopefully, I gotta make a U-turn here. So hopefully things are looking up.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
So on the Great Wall. See you in a little bit. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Well, I just dropped off the Great Wall of China order back in the town where I got pulled over this morning. So I've been taking it easy, making sure I'm doing it right. But while I'm out here, I picked up another order to a Mexican restaurant in the local in this area. So that's where I'm heading now. So see you in a little bit. Well, I just delivered that Mexican food to a customer who's in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if you hear, I'm on a gravel road, but he works for a trunking company, and they it's all gravel, and he's very young. I mean, it looks like he's just out of college or just almost out of high school. But he's the safety officer for the trunking company. He makes sure the drivers are qualified and all the equipment is set up correctly. So anyway, very interesting. So I'm still in the next town up where I got pulled over. Totally my fault. I admit it's totally my fault. So I am near the business, if you remember, that makes the big, huge equipment that pressure tests the cans for the food service industry. I'm out near, in fact, they're right over there. So I'm going to make my way back to home base and see if I can pick up one more order. I'm about 30 minutes left in the dash. It's been okay. Do I want it better? Yeah. But this is a holiday, so a lot of people probably had to stay home with their kids. In fact, there are a couple times I've delivered food and the children are with their parents at their a place of work. So, yeah, this is going to be somewhat of an interesting day. I've been to lots of different places out in the middle of nowhere, very nice neighborhoods. It's it's a crapshoot of what you do and where you go. I guess that's probably the appeal of doing this DoorDashing. Each DoorDash is different, as I mentioned before. Some amazing, some not so amazing. Some great places to see, some not so great places to see. So, anyway, heading back to home base. Hope to get another order. See you in a little bit. Well, I got lucky again. I got 15 minutes left in my dash, and I just picked up a Little Caesars order. It's $5, but it's short mileage. At least I think it is. I mean, take a look. Yeah, 2.7 miles. So, not a bad way to end a dash. High pay. Well, that's $5 and 2.7 miles. So, anyway, on to Little Caesars, and this is my last dash of the day. And afterwards, I'll be heading home. So, in the meantime, see you in a little bit. Thank you. Well, I just delivered that Little Caesars pizza. And I got exactly 2 minutes left in my dash. Let's just roll the dice and see what happens. Yeah, that customer, that was unique. It says, please hand to the customer. And just as I get to the door, I get a message from the person, just leave it at the door. So that's what I did. Marked as delivered, but you have to prevent any kind of shenanigans or something like that. I got the video showing that I delivered, because I don't want to run into something that says, hey, you marked it as complete but never handed it to the customer. Well, they should have a message on there. I got message to leave it at the door. So anyhow, well, if I don't get an order here in the next minute, I'm going to be heading home. So see you in a little bit. Well, I didn't get an order in the last 2 minutes of my dash, which is okay. I'm back home now, and this day wasn't so bad, except for the trouble with the police. But other than that, this lunch dash, I made $58.24, and with the $45.81 this morning, I just made $104.05 for the day, which is a good start, because it didn't start off very well. I didn't get my first order until an hour after I started the breakfast dash. So, and lo and behold, I just realized it. I did 14 deliveries in this night. That is the most I ever done. Oh, let me take that back. I did 8. 8 for lunch, but it's 14 combined. So, that probably is still a record. So, anyhow, so I'm going to call it a day. Thanks you for coming along with me with all the trials and tribulations that I have done today. Hopefully tomorrow will be a lot better. So thank you for coming with me. If you like this video, please like it. And if you're enjoying what you've seen with following me on my adventures, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and help me build this channel. So in the meantime, I will see you tomorrow.